Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the September reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I also may be talking about you or the person that you're dealing with. If need be, flip the energies around and know that I do not discriminate in my readings, as there are good Aries and bad Aries. In other words, the ones who do the dirty do's and the ones on the receiving end of it. So I give advice for both, just so you know. Again, apply it how it fits. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you would like to support the channel, which is greatly appreciated, you can hit the like button, leave a comment to let me know how things resonate, share. You can also donate to the channel. Information on how to do that is also below. Check out the Divine Masculine, the Choice or the Decision. That reading is up. I will be doing the feminines tomorrow. And again, keep in mind that masculine and feminine stands more for energy, not necessarily gender. So you may be male and resonate with the feminine, and female and resonate with the masculine, etc., etc. Now, let us find out what the overview is for the months. What is the overview for Aries in the month of September? What is the overview for Aries in the month of September? What is the overview for Aries in the month of September? Get out of there. Whoop, chop wood. I believe that is the card that wanted to come out. Let us hope that it makes sense. Chop wood. I guess I should show it. That would help, right? Chop wood means chop chop, get to it. Always with the sirens, as I just said that in the Leo reading. And I think I said it yesterday in the Earth signs. It's always drama going on here. Such late night hours. Number 42. Chop wood. Essential meanings: being grounded in everyday experience and also humility. The Oracle's message: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be. It's late, people. Bear with me. Leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. Relationship message: nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire. Read a book, share a meal, say nothing. Stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke. And leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. Prosperity message: now is the time to take small steps rather than larger leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for your life or for the life, sorry, that you aspire to see manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, as is walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Protection message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, "Take one step towards the gods, and they will take 10 steps towards you." So let us see how all of that kind of works with this. There might be a separate message altogether, but it is supposed to be the overview. So basically, it's about trying to hold on here. What is this? Oh, it's a different card. That's what it is. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't see this in what I just read. I told you it's late. So basically, chop wood, again, is just kind of, see, but, hold on here, hold on. Hold on. I mean, because if I'm looking over here, I'm seeing choices. Because this first question is what's coming towards you? What is your state of being? What is the challenge, a lesson, or obstacle? What is the root issue? Or what needs to be overcome? This is the hopes and fears, advice, and possible outcomes should you follow the advice. But this chop wood, I'm not sure if it quite goes with this down here. I mean, because they're kind of asking you to chop wood is to kind of just be in the present moment, kind of do what you can, or do little things, enjoy little moments, and not be so stressed and worry about bigger picture things. But here we're obviously contemplating choices, trying to figure out what's the best one. And here it looks like somebody's trying to move on. So them saying here to kind of like making it sound like a relationship is great. Looks like here somebody's trying to get out of something. Like I said, that might be a separate message altogether. So let us see what else we come up with here. That's the first time that's ever happened. Usually it goes right away, unless that wasn't your card. Should I pull another? Let us see. What is the overview for? Who are we? Aries. What's the overview for Aries for the month? Oh. See, now we got Y and poised. We're going to be here all night if I'm reading all this. We haven't even gotten to the thing. This seems to make more sense to me. I mean, that was a card that was sticking out, so it might be for some that kind of applies, and perhaps for some this kind of applies, because this is questioning the why, and here it looks like here we're questioning choices, etc. And poise is all about just kind of handling it all with grace, or trying to handle it grace, whatever it is, because again, this is supposed to be what your state of being is, and this is about trying to move on to calmer waters, trying to leave the past and the pains behind. Let me check this out. Hold on here. It must be my OCD kicking in. I don't like when things don't line up. Maybe that wasn't meant to, but hold on. 31. Look at that. You get a bonus there, Aries. Yeah, essential meanings, motives, driving intentions, the power of knowing the why. The Oracle's message, there is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. See, that kind of fits more with this here, making choices. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles, motives. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it, this invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Relationship message, we don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way that we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this and why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved, miracles, and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? Prosperity message, knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these? No motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things that you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Protection message, sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. Now, this is again about, the reason why we do things or make the choices we make or allow the things that we allow. And a lot of times it's rooted in deeper issues that we're not realizing, hence the soulmate relationships, the karma, the wounding. What's being brought up? What is it that I'm meant to realize about myself? And again, how did I get here? We got here through our own choices. And again, why did we make those choices? How do we feel about ourselves? How does that fall out into the world? Do you have high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Do you settle for less than you deserve because you have a fear of being alone or you don't want to be a fear of rejection or whatever it is? So again, settling for less than. All these things. So there's so many beneath the surfaces that we're needing to question ourselves. Again, why are we wanting this specific thing or this specific person? Sometimes an honest redress is needed, going over pros and cons, good things and bad things, and then, weighing that out and how you really feel in a situation. And is it fear that's keeping you there? Again, fear of someone leaving, being alone, even if the person that you're with, you're not happy. But you got to ask yourself, well, why are you settling for less? Why are you loving someone else more than you love yourself? Like a lot of feminines were having to learn that lesson. So, again, in a lot of masculines, you know, some of them were entered into relationships for the wrong reasons. Homosexuals looking for places to live, and just because they don't want to be alone, or they're looking for help, or they got their own wounding and own karma and all kinds of stuff, or people dealing with narcissists, or it's all kinds of scenarios going on here. But there are definitely karmic situations playing out, lessons being learned or needing to be learned, people needing to get to the root issue of why, again, they make the choices they make, what they allow, how they behave, what they think about themselves, etc., etc., etc. So for many, this is trying to figure that out, because we're talking about choices here. This is what's coming towards you. So this is all about either needing to make a choice, or looking at options, different options, or some realizing a choice we made. So, because not everything in these cups here is good. Um, so this is also about, you know, being illusions. Don't live in illusions. Rose-colored glasses don't serve anything. They may look good, but you know what I'm saying. Let me just do the quick one of this. I don't know if we're gonna read the whole thing. We'll get the gist for the poised, because that came out too. And I don't want to not read some part of it. Essential meanings: being ready, bringing something to light. Again, realizing something. Maybe again, the illusions we tell ourselves, or the lies we tell ourselves, or lies we accept. Um, being at your best. It's also about confidence. So this obviously speaks again about self-esteem. Are you at your best with this particular person, or in this particular job, or whatever it is that you're needing to make a choice about? The Oracle's message: you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. Oh, you know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. See, hence these Six of Swords, moving on to a new phase. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Maybe again, we're needing to make sure we're making the right choice. Whatever it is we're looking to begin. Relationship message: when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. Maybe that's where the chopped wood comes in. You know, the least resistance. This is just, let's say, let it be, let it be. We even need to let some people be. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendship, and harmonious new connections are all present now, or are coming in, or maybe we're moving towards them. Maybe we're trying to make a choice to move towards that, right? Or someone, something. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So it's all about speaking about confidence here and prosperity, to take action, know when you're ready to step into your power and into your light and into service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. King of Swords is all about truth. Fake it till you make it. Did I say that in your reading? I might have been the last one. Let's see. I'll read the protection message because it might be important. Protection message: you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Maybe that's why they said the chalk would let the universe do what they need to do. Maybe again we need to hold back on making decisions, because we want to make the right decisions. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. And speaking of postponements, the bottom of the deck there was the Eight of Wands, so that speaks about delays. You know, it also speaks about travel. This speaks about travel. So maybe we're needing to take care of some of the mundane day-to-day stuff here with the chop wood. while, divine timing kind of gets worked out here, and we're trying to again make right choices and figure out why we were in what we were in, or leaving, or what we're doing, or why things happened. It's just all about, again, handling it all kind of with grace and poise, and have confidence that, you can get through this here. But again, we're needing to be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Again, pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. And again, this is not the time to wing it. So, proceed with caution, perhaps is what I should title this video. Awareness, figuring stuff out, again, making right choices, knowing what we want, understanding the bigger picture of the why of whatever it is that we're in the midst of here. Again, that Eight of Wands speaks about holding off. I really talk about here is kind of think about holding off about something. Delays, frustration, holding off, delays in travel, communication, facing multiple obstacles despite our enthusiasm, creating frustration and impatience. Maybe again, that's why they're saying chop wood. Do stuff to distract yourself from your feeling of angst here. Keep looking for alternative ways around obstacles. The need to slow down and consider your next steps. You may be missing something in your haste and prone to make mistakes. That's what this says, and this is what this is about too. And I'm reading, and I'm talking about the Eight of Wands now, but this is again making sure we're choosing the right thing for the right reasons. Hold off till the situation's more stable and predictable. So again, that's maybe what we're needing to do here. Too many ideas at once, not knowing which to pursue. And this is the Eight of Wands. This isn't even this, but this is kind of like describing what this card is. Seven of Cups. Jumping from one thing to the other and finishing none. It says in the Seven of Cups is about, this is what's coming towards you. Seven of Cups is about ideas, dreams, thoughts, mysteries, illusions, transitions. Sixth transition. It's also about victory and honor, abundance and wealth, stability and power. Because each of these things and these cups represent different things. The floating head over here represents a need for illumination. The snake speaks about wisdom and knowledge. Oh no, this is the illumination guy, the little ghost. The need for illumination. The head is a companion. So maybe this is a choosing a person. The dragon here is victory and honor and status. No, I'm sorry, that's the wreath. Lord, give me strength. The dragon is supernatural forces or temptation versus the best choice. Delusions of grandeur. What's this rock here? The tower. Stability and power. That's what that was. See how each one has a little thing of the jewels of the treasure. Abundance and wealth. So again, it's about choices. Caught up in dreams, fears, and fantasies. Thought to act, inspiration, thoughtful choices, cautious choices. Risk of illusion. Escapism, intoxication. Great opportunities that turn into problems later. While less enticing opportunities turn out to be golden opportunities. Wishes mixed with blessings. It's also about cheating and consequences of our choices. So again, not following the consequences of our choices. Again, how did we get here? Why? I don't know. All is a lesson. Again. So we're either facing the consequences of our choices, or we're trying to decide on something, someone, a direction. Um, it's all about figuring stuff out. And what's your state of being? Well, it's the Six of Swords. It's either like you're ready to move on. It's also about sadness and loss as one moves away from the past, moving towards a more promising future, moving away from turmoil and conflict towards peace and tranquility, even though they are sad to leave behind the past. Power of the rational mind over the heart. Again, head over heart choices, making the right choices for the right reasons, not having clouded judgments. Again, loving someone more than we love ourselves, these kind of things. Um, getting clear, getting honest, following our intuition. In order to move forward, we must leave something behind. It's the process of letting go is challenging, however. Sadness is replaced again by clarity, renewed acceptance of change. Again, looking towards the future and our greatest long-term potentials. Again, what's going to bring us happiness in the long run. The rite of passage, a new phase of life. Hard decisions and compromises are headed towards a much better life. Out with the old and in with the new. New starts, happiness, joy. So this is obviously perhaps what we're trying to seek here. Especially if we're feeling the consequences of past choices. It didn't work out the way we thought. But it's either somebody's over it, or you're watching someone leave you. This could be another thing. So this speaks about distance too. Maybe they're moving far away, or you're moving far away, leaving someone, something behind. And the challenge, lesson, or obstacle here is the King of Swords. So this is either you or somebody that you're dealing with. Male, female, doesn't matter. King of Swords takes responsibilities seriously. It's also a desire for spiritual understanding, compassion with intellect, mental clarity, stern judgment. Again, knowing what is true and right for us and moving towards that. It's also detached, objective, truth and facts only. Authority, judgment, rulership. A need to reason with others, or emotionally detached. Need to use our logic and intellect. This is also an attorney, a solicitor, a financial advisor. So I don't know if we're dealing with any court stuff. Some people could be getting out of relationships, marriages. This is also, again, somebody who deals with truth and facts. So if this is the challenge or lesson here, this is we needed to make better choices. We needed to be more discerning. We needed to be honest with ourselves and objective about a situation. Again, understanding the why. Having standards. It's also, if we're dealing with somebody who's like this is somebody who's, again, kind of cold and detached and not really, perhaps we're leaving this person behind because we just aren't feeling any love here. I mean, they're not in the reverse, so that's at least because, like I said, any of these court cards in the reverse, so you're dealing with a real doozy. Possibly narcissistic types, mind games, manipulation, all this kind of stuff. But it is in the upright. So, again, it could be you getting clear or trying to get clear. This is the challenge. Or accepting the truth, seeking the truth, needing to be logical, My thing disappears. Now, the root issue, or what needs to be overcome, this is the Queen of Wands. So this is, again, male, female, doesn't matter. This could be you or the person you're dealing with. It could also be, again, an energy. Now, the root issue, what needs to be overcome, we're needing to either Queen of Wands, she's also somebody who's intuitive, who's passionate, who knows what she wants. I don't like this person here is confused. She definitely is a leader, confident, follows her passions. Now, perhaps we're needing to embody the Queen of Wands energy. If we're trying to, again, get clear about where we are, what we want, our goals, what needs to be left behind, choices that we make, we're needing to find our confidence to make these choices. Strength, vitality, creativity, life, joy, satisfaction, warmth, sustenance. Again, the dominant feminine energy, firepower, shows her power, doesn't shy away from a challenge, independent, takes care of herself even through adversity, whatever you might be trying to move away from here. She instills confidence in others, again, optimistic, full of ideas. So is this person. But, make sure we're making the right choices. Can be stubborn, tyrannical, deceptive. But again, this is more, I feel this more in the reverse. But, quick temper, passionate, fiery, center of attention. Now, again, if we're overcoming something, we're needing to embody the Queen of Wands. Again, in order to make a right choice, to move forward, to get clear, gain the understanding that we need to in regards to whatever we've been through here, understand there might be some delays or we need to hold back on certain choices. Perhaps that was the other advice until we are clear. Again, or this is someone that we're trying to move towards. But I think this is more about your energy, your confidence in yourself. Now, the hopes and fears is the Seven of Wands. This is about someone who's on the higher ground here, standing up for their beliefs, drawing lines in the sand, even, especially if we're dealing with somebody who's cold and detached. Again, maybe we're needing to find our independence to move forward, learn from our mistakes. We're always defending ourselves. This is being challenged, defensive, standing your ground, unclear of your own stance, perhaps unclear where you stand in a situation. Proving oneself or trying to maintain your position, overcoming challenges. That's what she does. He, she, whoever. Through adversity, through whatever challenges, they can take those on. Taking a stand, again, courage, persistence, determination, drawing lines in the stand. This is also about, arguments, debates, going back and forth. I don't know if you're dealing with any drama. Who isn't, right? It always seems to be the case. Competition as well. So if this is the hopes and fears, maybe you're hoping to defend whatever choice you make, or you're hoping to again overcome challenges, drawing upon your strength, having courage, persistence, determination. Again, if you're wanting to embody this, because this is what you need to. And perhaps draw lines in the sand and move away from something or someone, or move towards something or someone. Now, the advice is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, though. Eight of Pentacles upright talks about putting in the work. But in the reverse, maybe they're saying, yeah, you need to let it go. Learn from whatever this was here. Ugh. But, it's not about, it's like if you, moving forward, moving on, leaving things behind, nothing is as easy about it. But it is for our betterment if it's something that's making us miserable, right? Now, in the reverse, this is talking about lack of ambition or focus. And maybe if this is us needing to get clear, get focused. This is also working hard on something that's going nowhere. And maybe that's why we're trying to figure out, again, what to do to move on, to cut our losses. Because this also, we could be cutting people out. Time wasted on short-term goals, lacking ambition. I need to think outside the box. It's also frustration, disappointment, lack of success and progress. It's kind of what the Eight of Wands talks about too. So if we're feeling like nothing's moving at the speed that we want or something, again, maybe it needs to be other things worked out first. Honing in on the minute details that aren't important to the overall workings of your life. Look at the bigger picture and ask if this is the right direction at this time. Again, it's about choices, directions that we're taking in life or with people. Are you working on the right things? Again, choices. Are you missing something important? A need to reprioritize or change direction. So this is again the advice. And you're already kind of feeling that way anyway. I guess that you're ready to change direction. What is the possible outcome? Should you follow this advice, or what is the possible outcome? And this is the asshole card here. Don't give a damn about who they hurt, only they serve their own interests. It's about betrayals, one-upmanship, shallow victories, loss, defeat, conflict, tension. In the reverse, it's again being open to change. So if this is us feeling like we want to move on, trying to figure out our direction or move forward into something, this is the cutting our losses in regards to what we've invested in. Then the result would be that we're open to change. Wanting the period of fighting to be over again, especially if we're always going at it with somebody. Conflict you can't seem to move away from, or making amends. Exes posing problems, or people you're with posing problems. Fears of being hurt again, disregard for opinions of others. Picking our battles wisely. It's also about forgiveness. Really, helicopter. I just don't want to talk over that if you can't hear me. So again, if we're, trying to move towards someone, because there's a lot of, people trying to come back from the past. Some deserve second chances, some or 100th chances. I don't know how many chances you give these people. and some don't. Some are coming back just to test you again. Sometimes it's a karmic person or a narcissist coming back. Sometimes it's people that actually have learned and changed and grown and want to make an effort. You might be that person who's wanting to do that. Again, this talks about forgiveness, wanting the period of fighting to be over, but maybe there needs to be some divine timing here. We're needing to hold off on our moving forward, but needing to get clear and get our confidence and all of that. But again, it's about, being open to change regardless. It's the 5. And the 6 speaks about moving forward. So whatever it is trying to always be moving towards betterment, self-empowerment, self-love, what's going to make us happy, what's going to bring us abundance and growth, cutting our losses where we need to, letting go of things that we need to, whatever's holding us back, whether that's aspects of ourselves or people or jobs or situations or whatever it is. Again, realizing where our efforts lie, where we should continue to invest or where we should invest next. But again, it speaks about putting things behind you and moving on, being open to change. Again, and gaining the greater understanding of, the why all things happen. And in the meantime, while you're trying to figure stuff out, the universe is helping the ethers. Let's see what advice do you have for Aries in regards to this situation? Or for September, what advice do you have for Aries? What advice do you have for Aries? What advice do you have for Aries? What advice? And then we'll take some of these here. What other advice do you have for Aries? What advice? And then what else we got here? Of course, I have some love advice. What other advice do you have for Aries in regards to love? What advice do you have for Aries? Okay. Ooh, so it's always some lies, man. It's like the never-ending story. Oh, there we go. Now, third eye chakra. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. But again, make sure our visions are clear and not illusions. Use your third eye to see through bullshit. Third eye chakra. Throat chakra. This is all about speaking up. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So whatever it is that you gotta say, they're trying to help you in regards to that. Maybe again, we're needing to speak a truth because this is a challenge us and our obstacle. Singing and dancing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. I get this card sometimes in my things. I'm like, singing and dancing. It's like when you're going through drama, they're always telling you, singing and dancing. Lighten up, it's all fun, isn't it? This journey, this life, this human experience. Remember who you are, and this is all just an illusion. You came here to learn lessons and all this stuff. Isn't it fun? Rejoice. You're shedding karma. This is also to help you shift your energy. Don't listen to depressing music. That won't help. But it is true, sometimes to help clear out our energy, to help clear our minds, maybe cut loose a little bit. Listen to some music, try to relieve some of this worrying. They say chop wood, sing and dance. Do something to kind of maybe take your mind off of the grander scheme, even though you're needing to look at the grander scheme. But I guess overall, it's always about try to take things in stride, try to go with the flow, try to, again, release what you need to release, don't hold on to anything, be ready to move forward, don't block your blessings, speak your truth, follow your intuition, and ask your angels for help. Your angels want to help you with this situation, however, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. So this is always, again, about trying to think positive, and try to throw out some good juju out there. Ask the universe to help. That's what it says. And while after you throw it out there, you try to figure out your own stuff and let them chop wood, and let them work their magic too. And they say if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire attention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So again, it seems like they're trying to ask you to take your mind off of something for a while. Especially anything that might be stressing you out. And just take whatever little steps you can to move towards whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. Make sure it's the right choice. And then you got indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Queen of Wands. And again, male, female, doesn't matter. This could be you. So again, knowing that you're here for a reason, again, seeing the bigger picture. Maybe you have something that you're needing to do for, your mission work, especially if you're a twin flame. But everybody's got their stuff. You came here to do something. You didn't just come here to work a 9 to 5 and live and die and go through a bunch of drama, because this also, I read this card for, who did I do? Leo. Leo got this as well. And it spoke about, again, let me read it for you. Why not? So you can hear what this is too. It's important for you to understand the nature of indigos. In regard to your question, perhaps you or someone else involved in the situation is an indigo or a parent of one. An indigo is a strong-willed and spirited individual, except just like the Queen of Wands, who has strong personal beliefs. So they stand up for what they believe in, right? About changing and improving the world, indigos may have tempers which fuel them to move forward with their activist campaigns. You may have received this card because you're divinely called to help the indigos keep their spiritual gifts and missions alive. Many indigos are misunderstood or misdiagnosed with labels such as ADHD because of their lightning-fast thinking style and intuitive sensitivities. You can help indigos maintain high self-esteem and a sense of purposeful direction so that they can use their natural talents to help us all. And I mentioned in the Leo reading, some of you may be called, again, to do something. And maybe that's one of your choices. It doesn't necessarily have to be people or relationships, but again, It usually always is, or it's a mixture. But you know, maybe you're encouraged to do something of service, or that's part of your what you're meant to do here. So it's kind of giving you the line to remind you of who you are, you know, to step into your confidence and your power, follow your passions, maybe do something creative or something that's going to help other people in some way. Maybe this is part of your choice because, again, these aren't all, this isn't relationship stuff in this cup. There's lots of choices to make here, decisions to make in regards to, you know, careers, people, all kinds of stuff. Trust. I know that God in His infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayers right now. So this is about, again, trusting the universe and trying to trust yourself to know what is best for you and to move towards that. We got open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. So if we're trying to move towards someone, maybe they're encouraging you again to not be fearful. Open your heart. And then feminine. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. This speaks about the divine, not just feminine female. Again, this is a strong feminine energy here too. So this is just the feminine energy, which is all about nurturing, caring, compassion, you know, but also confidence. So again, you could be male, female, it doesn't matter, but maybe they're encouraging you to move towards the feminine if you're the masculine in this reading, or to embody again this energy, or you could be the feminine. And they're asking you to embody that. And then action. Today I take action related to the priorities that I've previously put off. And God. I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me in this situation. It's kind of the same thing. It's about releasing that wheel and knowing that everything happens for a reason, living and learning, just trying to become better and wiser, and knowing that the universe is trying to work with you. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is, again, try to move towards your happiness, being playful, because you deserve love. You are lovable. But pay attention to the red flags, because remember, not everything in this choices is a good choice. The signs are cautioning you. And also, if you're getting any hits there, Indigo, with your psychic abilities, you know, pay attention to the signs you're getting. Pay attention to your intuition. We got deception here. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So it's either you or them, or this is also about not being in illusions, not fooling ourselves, not falling for illusions. Or we're dealing with someone who's deceptive, or someone's been hiding how they feel or hiding something, you know, and they're needing to speak a truth again. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, you know. So again, whatever you choose, make sure it's for your highest and best. You know, love yourself first. Make the decision that's going to make you happy, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So for some of you who are trying to move back towards something, perhaps this could be the one. Or you know, don't be in the illusion thinking that this could be the one. Maybe they're not. Maybe you're needing to move away from something that's not in your highest and best. Again, this could be the lie that we tell ourselves, but they're the one. Or again, are moving towards the one. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And maybe especially if we're moving on, trying to find our groove again here. We're trying to say, hey, be optimistic. You know, if you want the one, you got to become the one, right? And try to be in the present moment. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So again, the soulmates that come in, the karmic ones, the lessons. So it's all part of your spiritual path. It's all part of your journey. So again, it's understanding the why and knowing that it's all for a reason. Religious factors sometimes also speaks about, obviously, religious factors. You know, so I don't know, some people might be believing things because there's a difference in, you know, spiritual beliefs. But I find this is more about just the path, why you're here. And these soulmate relationships, it's all to help you step into your power. It's all to bring self-awareness to help you grow and expand, learn lessons, shed karma. You know, but sometimes this comes out if you're a twin flame. You know, they're letting you kind of know that. And again, some people deal with karmic situations that are preparing them for that. Sometimes having the indigo and the religious factors can kind of hint to you about who you might be on this journey here, as far as a twin flame or not. But it says in the end, again, just make wise choices there, Aries. And whatever you're moving towards or moving away from, you know, make sure again it's for your own happiness. So chop wood. And again, find your clarity, your independence, your courage, etc., etc. And on that note, my lovelies, can you tell I'm like fading out and tired? I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. I help you, you help me, and we help the masses by helping to promote the channel. So until next time, my dears, take care. Bye-bye.